Huh.
They grow up when they're getting near you.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing is right now we're sort of slipping downstream, actually almost controlled drifting with the trolling motor, and we just threw the jerk baits out in back of the boat and just started slowly blowing with the wind under a controlled drift, and just to get the baits out there and move along really slowly. It's one way that you can present a jerk bait that can really be pretty hot technique at times, particularly to get the baits into deeper water. You know what I mean? Where you can get these baits. That's one thing. It wasn't that long ago, before these sinking baits came, you know, jerk baits only were really effective to, you know, 8–10 foot of water. You know, if you had really super clear water when the fish were really hot and active. But now you can take these baits, and we actually, Al and I, we've actually pounded big smallmouths out of 14–15 foot of water.
You know, slip drifting like we're doing here is something we've done for walleyes, yeah, you know, for many years. Jimmy's Lund here, Jimmy's bass boat, Lund bass boat, we're about 18 feet apart. The boat is much longer than that. He's holding the tip of the boat in about 11, 12. I'm back here sometimes in 14 to 16. You're covering quite a swash of water by slip drifting with these baits. And like you said, you can get much deeper with it with a lot of line out. Yeah, you know, and controlled drifting a break line like we're on now. Got the perfect wind for it. Walleye tricks for bass fishermen.
You can see what I'm doing here. All I'm doing is just bumping the trolling motor in and out, and the wind is blowing us right down the length of this particular little ledge drop in here. And it actually goes from like 5 foot down to like 10 foot, and there's a little like a extension before it actually starts rolling off into 12–14 foot of water. It's one thing, you know, in this really cold water like this, we're not doing really, you know, where a lot of times when you're fishing a jerk bait, you really want that bait jumping from right to left really dramatically. In this really cold water, you don't really do that much. A lot of times you're just pulling the bait and it's going brrr, brrr. You know, we're just not really jacking the bait really hard. Colder water, you can see how that the braided line actually transmits. So you can see the vibration path of the bait.
We just had fish after fish after fish. I don't know how many fish are in the school along this break, but it's a lot. I'm gonna motor back up, Jim, to that tighter pocket. This break that we're on, this drop off, goes in like this, and it comes into that hill area with all those rocks. This time of the year, one of the types of spots that we look for a lot are deep drop-offs that are like funneled in, particularly if rock are down on a slide in these natural lakes. You can catch fish in a few other areas, but that kind of spot is always a mainstay. You'll always find something there.
You know, one thing that's vitally important in cold water fishing, or any presentation for that matter, is the relative speed. And what I mean by that is boat control. And right now, we don't want the boat to be moving too fast. I mean, if you get in a windier conditions, I would have to be checking our speed a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm actually watching on our Humminbird how fast the boat is moving. If I move anything like above like 0.7 miles an hour, we probably will stop catching fish because the baits are simply moving too fast. You know, it's something that, you know, to take in consideration. And a lot of, you know, really good anglers and guides and stuff like that, there's a lot of little things that they do that a lot of anglers don't think about, you know, and speed is one of them. And Al's got another one. Nope.
Now you're impressed, James.
Yeah,
Look at this. Look at this. This bass he's got big plans.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at him. He is actually about the size of my jerkbait. I like his attitude. Now that's a bass with a right attitude. Is wait till I grow up, boy. I'm gonna show you how I'm beat them baits up. I'm gonna beat you up. I'll be back for you.
Well, look at that. That's bass right there. Wow, that's bass right there. That's a bass. That right there, guarantee you you can see that's a bass.
I got him that time.
Marks. I think there's more of them in deeper water. You know, that the way we're holding, I'm
Feels
up
like
on the top, you know, in that 10 or 12, 11, and it seems like you're off in that, what are you back there, 12, 14?
13, 14.
Yeah.
Feels like a little bit better one, Jim. Oh yeah, nicer.
Oh boy, that's
way better, nice.
a pig.
Way better, way better.
Whoa.
Way better.
That's a big boy, holy mackerel.
This is a big toad. Come here, baby. Look at that one, huh? Wow. James. That felt so good. Felt so good. I need to.
Boy, they're just eating that jerkbait too. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just lunching it.
Yeah. Man, oh man. When this bite goes on, I'm telling you, you can really whack some monsters on it. Really, really do a job on. Look at that. What a fish. Huh? All right, baby, go ahead.